Good morning, and welcome to our daily word this morning. It's Tuesday morning. I'm glad you could join me for our time together as we rapidly approach the end of the month of November, and we are about to begin the season of Advent. You know, Sunday we made a transition. If you were here Sunday morning or you watched here on Facebook, you heard me talk about, that Sunday was my favorite day of the year, you know, where we make a transition, where we talk about lots of things and God's call on us, and then we share in a big meal together, and goodness, there was so much great food, and then we go about the task of decorating. And spaces all over the church are decorated in beautiful kinds of ways, and we're blessed by that. And you see behind me today, I'm in the fireside room. Behind me today is the Christmas tree that's in here, and the mantle is gorgeously decorated, and I'll probably do some daily words in the sanctuary by the trees and the decorations there as the days go on. But this is an exciting time, and it's about, for me, it's about light. And, you know, the significance of lighting an Advent candle each week, and the significance of Christmas Eve when we share together in lots and lots of lights, dispelling darkness. And so today, our daily word, number 822, is about light. And Jesus, early in his ministry in the Gospel of John, chapter 8, verse 12, we hear these words. Again, Jesus spoke to them, saying, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. So Advent really is about light, about God's light to the world. And, you know, we hear about it early in the Gospels. John prophesies about the light, one who will come after him. And we hear it all through this story, right? The stars that shine for the shepherds, that announce the coming of the Messiah, the star that guides the wise men. This year, on December 31st, we get to hear one of my favorite stories, the story of Anna and Simeon, who live in the temple, who wait for the coming of the Messiah. And when they see him, the light that shines in their lives and their advanced years, they just tell God, it's been fulfilled. They've seen it all. The light, the stars, the shepherds, the angels, the wise men. It's that same light, I believe, that shines in our hearts today. You know, and for me, it goes all the way back when I was a child. And we would, at home, light our own Advent wreath like we did in church. We had a fire in our wood-burning stove that kept us warm. I remember from a very young age holding candles at Christmas Eve service and the church being filled with light as a reminder of the light of God in our hearts. And so when I search for my own light in this season, I'm reminded that the light that shines in me really comes from afar, from almost 60 years ago in my life, but from afar, all the way back to the shepherds, all the way back to creation, when God separated the night and the day, and the day he called, and the light he called day, and he called it good. This reminder that the light that shines in me takes me back to the manger where Jesus was born as a refugee, hiding from a tyrant who was killing small children. The light of the fire that must have warmed Mary and Joseph and Jesus and the animals in that place. That's the same light that warms my heart when I'm cold. It's the same light that guides me in my life, in all of my days. That's what this season that we're approaching is about. It's about light. probably like me, for many of you, someone shone the light in my spiritual journey. And I won't name them because it's lots of people. But for them, you know, they too had a light that shined in them from afar, from their childhood, from the shepherds, the wise men, the manger. And the light carried them in their lives, and they passed it to me. They didn't put out their candle, they just lit mine, and theirs wasn't diminished. And I think that's what we're called to in this season. You know, lighting someone else's candle doesn't diminish yours. It only adds light. It's what we do on Christmas Eve when I go down the aisle, and side by side I light the end candle, and the light's passed. And by the time I'm at the back and all the way to the front again, oh my gosh, the light fills the place as we hold our candles high. Advent is about light. God's light to the world. So I hope you're preparing yourselves. I hope you're ready for this amazing journey we're about to begin together. For us here, and you're invited, I hope you come. Tomorrow night at 6 o'clock, we're going to have a great meal, and we're going to share in a study, and we're going to begin to talk about the light. It begins tomorrow night, this journey together. So I hope you come at 6 o'clock. Look, if you haven't signed up, if you haven't said, Jim, I'm coming, just come anyway. I promise there'll be plenty of food. So just come and share in our conversation, because it's this light, my light, your light, that together makes a difference. So thanks for joining me for our time together today. Thanks for always carving out time to be with me. Jesus is the light of the world, and may we know that in our lives today. Know of God's love that surrounds you. Know of my love for you. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. Have a great day.